this shit, this gonna be a, I'm gonna get my, like, you gotta purge yourself, you feel me? You gotta abstain on your own anytime, but you gotta really be hard on yourself sometimes. Well, you say, okay, bitch, after, ain't no more shit, Chris. After the night, bitch, you cut it, nigga. Enjoy your night, but nigga, focus, lock in, time to lock in. So nigga, locking in, you did. With that said, though, we're gonna do a little speech tonight. I just started, so I'm totally in my right cognizance and shit. I just feeling the spirit, a certain spirit across me, a spirit of a fuck nigga better not try me spirit. You feel me? Like ever spirit. You feel me? Like I done fought so hard for niggas. It's like I've been caught up in that AI shit. Watching Dr. King come back and say, I ain't got no dream no more, my shit dead. That shit is hilarious. I don't care what nobody say. That shit is the fucking funniest shit ever, because he would have said it. They did it on the Boondocks, you niggas ain't complain. You niggas killed this dream. You niggas was backdooring niggas since his days and before his days. Slavery time niggas was backdooring niggas. So how the niggas ever supposed to come up in this world? Like, you would think that the way to come up or to come out of oppression is spirituality, right? Because you gotta have spirituality. That I ain't gonna say you would think that is the way to come up. The problem is you got motherfuckers who don't believe in God, who know that same thing, but they know the word of God better than anybody. They'll preach that shit all day. You feel me? I'm not talking about nobody in specific. I'm making a point of generality. In general, these niggas live a great fucking life off of exploiting the poor. The poor is the motherfuckers that go to church. Most of the church is poor. Not all of the church. The shit worked like school, high school. High school, you had the cool kids and you had the not so cool kids. High school, you had the kids that ate free lunch, and then you had the kids that bought big pieces with they click, like they been on some money shit. They bought chicken wings and shit. You feel me? Subs. So point is, bitch, you got the same thing in the congregation, bitch. Not everybody in the congregation is the same. Some motherfuckers is career people, but most motherfuckers ain't. They just 9 to 5 struggling like a motherfucker, giving all their money to the preacher man. And preacher man keeping their post leader. Bitch, if you been going to your same church 3, 4 years, 5, 4 years, and bitch, you ain't had no improvement in your goddamn life, don't blame it on God, nigga. Blame it on the preacher man, bitch. You the one got everybody cash, nigga. I was telling my mom about the Mormons. I said, bitch, the Mormons interesting as fuck. Bitch, these bitches take their congregation money and they invest it in stock. Bitch, that's brilliant. When it works, even if it didn't work, it's at least you know, at least the people know, bitch, you tried to flip that shit and then you tried to bring that bitch back. I mean, God damn, I just post some of this shit on. Let me drink some of the bit. Imagine fucking you got a congregation where you draw $20 in, and then you turn around, mind you, you dropping whatever X amount, but then you start seeing dividends like a real stock. Imagine a churches start paying dividends for your tithes. Nigga, bitch, membership will be through the roof. It's about God, of course it's about God, but it's about also seeing prosperity. You can't preach prosperity, bitch. You just can't. You tell me it's gonna get better. You can tell me all this shit in the world. But bitch, if I don't see the improvement in my account, if I don't see it, like, you know, I just heard, like, I say that because I was doing something tonight and I heard, like, you know, a pastor preaching about, like, what's in a bitch bank account. Fuck, nigga, what's in your account? Nigga, you got all the money. Come on. And we this congregation. Bitch, I need the congregation to start looking like you. Okay, you got the new CTS, nigga. Can we get the old one? Come on, brother. You can't, like, that's what keep us back, dog. There's so many divisions of black folks that it's hard to fucking fight for black people in totality, because you fighting for niggas that don't even fuck with you. Like, you know, funny thing, right? I got on some shit that I got on some old ass pants that I had for years, right? And I dressed down like a motherfucker today, but I thought I was old school fresh in the sense that these is old ass clothes I got on. And I don't throw away clothes. Like, I remember growing up in the projects, near the projects, at a point, living in the projects. And every time I went to the dumpster to dump my trash, I see clothes in the trash. And I'd be thinking, how the fuck these bitches po like me throwing away clothes? Seriously. I grew up, my mama's favorite thing she used to say at the dinner table was, you better eat your food because this kid's starving in Africa. That was her favorite speech to make us eat our food. And that shit stuck with me because I'm like, bitch, it's always somebody doing better. So how dare I throw my clothes, and I got a fart. How dare I throw my clothes in the goddamn trash when I could get at somebody and they could put that on their back? One man trash is another man treasure. You feel me? So, but this is my whole point though. I'm finna get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. Meat and potatoes is a bitch may not ever, and mind you, I'm a nobody. I'm, I'm really a nobody in the end of the day. It's so many people on this earth. Bitch, I got less than 5,000 subscribers. There's bitches who financially might be in not in the greatest situation with way more subscribers. And then there's motherfuckers that got big money and got a lot of all that type shit. Point that I'm making there, bitch, but I never target Christopher Griffin. Leave me out the way. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me get on this YouTube screaming shit, pop my shit here and there. Bitch, play with me. They ain't not gonna lay with me. They just gonna lay. I'ma stand over. I ain't gonna. I don't like that saying. Play with me, lay with me, cause that mean I gotta lay down. I'm not willing to lay down. I want to keep standing. You gonna lay, bitch. I'm the last nigga want to play with, cause I don't play fair. When I play, if I gotta partake, and I'm not gonna make this scream about that. I just gotta say the shit. If a bitch ever play with me, I don't play fair. Just know that, bitch. It's not no fairness to this shit whatsoever. It's not. It's just vile depression and anger. It ain't gonna be misplaced hate because a lot of our black youth caught up in misplaced hate. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's part of my point that I'm making too. I'm fortunate that whatever be happening in the world, niggas usually bypass me. I would like to think in a utopian world that I'm a nigga that somebody can look at and say, oh, he one of us, and just pardon me. Please pardon me. If you niggas got this going on, do that over there. You nigga got this going on, do that over there. Keep me out your shit. Cause if you put me in your shit, I'm all in your shit. And this is not no drunk talk, cause I just pulled this shit, and these are shots. Point that I'm making, and this shit don't even last for long anyway. Shit really doing a number on my system. That's why I'm finna cool it. Bitch, D'Angelo just died, all that. R.I.P. D'Angelo. Point is, I was in the mix tonight, and you know what it felt like? I don't even want to really speak on this shit because I don't want to birth it. But I just felt I had to get this speech publicly. Whether a nigga could see this bitch or can't see it, bitch, don't matter. I had to make it out there, put it in the air. On one topic, I do want to talk about that girl real quick. I'm going to talk about that and then get back to my point. That girl at McDonald's, dog, my heart go out to her, dog. She like my little sister, bro. Just like I say, Candace Owens like a little sister. My motherfuckers who I relate to is all over the board. I relate to Candace Owens like a bitch. I relate to this little girl in Detroit who supposed to kill her manager like a motherfucker. Because she goes on her rants and she pops her shit. But clearly you can see there's a mental break, a crack in her. And I was listening to the Law and Order channel, whatever the fuck that shit is. And they were trying to make all these excuses as to why she was found. That girl should have never been found competent. She not competent under the definition of what you call competent to stand trial. They were asking what questions bitch asked you. I know the question. Bitch, they asked you who the president is. They ain't say that shit on this Law and Order. Maybe they should have paid me to come in and be their professional to answer what questions they do during a psychological evaluation. They ask you, who's the president? What month? That same thing they ask you on the disability shit. What month of the year? And that's what motherfuckers got this shit fucked up at. Just because I could tell you who the president is, just because I could tell you what day of the week it is, or day of the month it is, bitch, that don't fucking matter to my motherfucking whole mental capacity. If I'm like, she was in a fucked up state, you could see it. The lady done broke her down to a point where she broke her spirit and personality. This girl, she strikes me. I could just do my advice. I know how to assess a woman. I could look at a woman and just assess and analyze what she probably done been through. I guarantee that girl done been molested. That's the first step. I could look at a nigga and tell when a nigga been molested. Bitch, that girl has been molested. Let's get that out of the way. That girl has trust issues with humans. That girl is insecure in herself. So much so that, perfect example, I ain't never finished my point earlier today when I was walking, and I'm definitely not insecure, but I'm aware. But once upon a time, I was insecure. And I give you the difference between aware and just flat out insecure. So I'm walking out of Walmart, these girls is walking in, these young girls. Mind you, I'm an old nigga now. So motherfucker, I'm on the mindset that I could be most of these hoes daddy. You feel me? And how I be looking at a hoe is, hoe, you love. I cuss a young hoe out in a heartbeat. Young nigga out in a heartbeat, bitch. You poor little bitch. Your mama should have been fucking me. That's why you little broke, bitch, because your mama chose the wrong niggas. I tell a hoe that, and a nigga that fast as fuck. You understand me? Just the point I'm making. These hoes laugh. They look, one and all, eyeing me down, but you know bitches is followers. And her two homegirls laugh, and she laugh with them. Like, these hoes, mind you, they did it in passing, meaning not in my face, but in passing. My thinking of it is, and this is what I'm telling you, the psychological shit. Psychologically, I'm feeling like this shit, these hoes laughing at me. What you think, this shit funny or something? But I be dead eye wrong to turn around and engage with them. These is little girls. They might be grown, but they little girls. They don't own shit in this fucking world. They mammy don't own shit in this world. If it's three of them, one of them probably possibly driving. Two of them ain't got cars. Far be it from me to engage with these hoes. And I thank God for that discernment. But I say all that to say there was a time in me, when, especially when I was younger, I would engage in a full-on pussy ass hoe, fuck ass hoe. Who you hollering about though? You gotta give me some clarity. Is you talk about me or not? Cause I ain't never like a sneak diss, a nigga, bitch, nigga, whoever. I ain't never like no sneak disser. Bitch, don't sneak this. You feel me? So shout out to YouTube with they shadow band. I love it. You crackers, I love you Jewish ass, funk ass, scary ass crackers that hide your hands, dog. Matter of fact, we gonna pivot real quick. So ultimately, let me wrap this shit up with the girl from Detroit. I hope Lil Shorty get a fair shake, but she not. They trying to railroad. It's nothing worse than a person that's mentally disabled getting railroaded. My cousin, I don't know if it was due to him catching AIDS that he motherfucking lost his mind. God damn, mom's sticking in the bitch. I don't know if it was due to him that. But my cousin back in the 90s, he got raped in prison. And I think he was he wasn't my uncle, but he was an older cousin. He was from a different generation, an older generation, one generation ahead of me, but he was my cousin. Point is, he got raped. He died. He died of AIDS. When I'm watching, the nigga had a daughter and a kid, or I don't know if he had a daughter, he had a child. The nigga on his way out, I'm watching the nigga on his way out, and his clarity, even when I think back on it in hindsight, because I got a memory like an elephant, bro wasn't fully route tight. And when you see motherfuckers that's not route tight, and we used to have mental institutions for motherfuckers. Now, our mental institutions is horrible, bitch. They did all tight. They used to cut bitches' brains open and like, these bitches is retarded. These crackers is vile. But there was systems that was in place for people that was mentally incompetent. And think these days we just lazy as fuck, and we just know about mental incompetence. And and I said to myself, I guess cracker the only one get to be crazy. Only a cracker get to be crazy. Cracker get to fucking kill their whole family and plead insanity. I ain't never seen the insanity defense work for no nigga. I ain't never seen the incompetent shit work for too many niggas. I know some niggas that whoop shit on that, but they gonna wear you. Bitch, I know niggas had to ride in the county. Niggas was 5-6 years in the county. That's like prison time. By the time you been on fucking beat the shit, nigga, you did time. Nigga, it don't take that long to assess a motherfucker. If you can't get a bitch prepared for trial within 6 months to a year, the motherfucker ain't gonna never be ready. That's just how that go. So, I think Lil Shorty getting railroaded. This shit, I wanted to bring up my second point. Oh, Tucker Carlson. Tucker, love you, little bro, and I'm calling you little bro. I'm pretty sure you older than me, but I'm calling you little bro. As soon as I say Tucker Carlson, one of you crackers tune in. Tune your funky ass back out, funky bitch. You knows it, fuck. I ain't gonna say shit to you, exit. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna even bring him up. I'm gonna keep talking. But I'm gonna talk over. There you go. Tune your funk ass out, cause you still looking. You just made sure you didn't chime in the room. That show how petty you crackers is. Anyway, Lil Bruh Tucker, motherfucker, don't throw no rocks and then say he did it. It shit remind me of Lil Jon. I always like to bring up music and culture into my thoughts and my speeches. Fucking I think it was B.I.B.I. He said, I hate them niggas that say they said something. Then I said, I ain't say it, he said it. That was like the beginning of the song. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. Why you acting like a push him up, push him, boom, boom. Don't fucking throw the rock and then point the finger at the next nigga when the rock hits somebody. Funky bitch, wear that. Stand on it. Stand on it. And I'm finna make this shit come full circle back to these niggas because these conversations is about these niggas. But I gotta call you funky ass nothing ass crackers out, certain ones. And motherfucking Tucker Carlson, you reminded me, I ain't gonna never dislike you like I used to because you said so much shit that I can relate to. I can't dislike you if I want to. I don't like you. Let me rephrase that. I couldn't hate you if I wanted to. I couldn't feel the feelings I might have felt in the past about you if I wanted to. I could dislike that you are a weasel. You try to wiggle your way, wiggle, 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 wiggle. You try to wiggle your way out of shit. You're a snake. That's what a snake do. Wiggle, wiggle on their belly. So you wiggle your way out of shit. Bitch, you been talking about the Israelis like a motherfucker. Something done happened behind the scenes where you done got word on some shit. And you like, oh, bitch, let me fall back, bitch. They about to put down. They about to start putting down. So since they about to start putting down, you like, bitch, let me go ahead and try to clean my face up. Let me use a nigga to escape as the scapegoat. Don't try to use Kanye as no scapegoat. You talked about these Israeli, Polish, Russian, and I call them Russian because a lot of them come from Russia too. You talk about the Ukrainian, Russian, Polish motherfuckers who make up Israel. The Malowskis, the Pukowskis, the Janikowskis, the Kowskis, anything with a ski. And then they change their shit to jewelry and gold and silver and all that shit. But the point is, you talked about them the same way Charlie Kirk started to talk. You talked about him worse than Charlie Kirk. He sucked their dick for a long time. Bitch, you talk about him like Nick Fuentes. Shout out to Nick. I never diss Nick Fuentes again. Anything I said bad about Nick, I don't take back, but I just won't say no more bad shit about him because one thing about Nick, he's standing on business. He's standing on his foundation. Look at this motherfucking fraud. Let me show you this shit. I've been thinking about catching these bitches lately, but these motherfuckers is what be attracting snakes and shit. These little motherfuckers right here. But I never kill them because they eat little roaches. And anybody know anything about Georgia, bitch? Georgia got a roach infestation. Not no house, not no city. The entire state is roach infested. I ain't never seen no place in the world that got regular roaches that live outside. These bitches live outside on some casual shit. They just be flying. You can't even get the look. There go a roach right there as I talk about this shit. The bitch be looking like big mosquito. It's a whole little fucking, they call them Asian roaches, but they look like German roaches. Anyway, back to my point. Don't run from them lashes. Jesus Christ had to carry that big ass crucifix when the Jews said, we're gonna kill you. This organization has been around since Jesus motherfucking Christ. How long they been around? So when I heard a Nazi say a long time ago, not a Nazi, but I heard a KKK, because KKK different from Nazi. He said the Jews is behind every war that ever happened. I said, that's impossible, bitch. They just made Israel in the 40s and some shit. How the fuck? And then I was able to piece this shit together. Oh, you talking about them kind of Jews. You ain't talking about the original son of man, which I'm a part of. You talking about these funny ass crackers that kill. It ain't even give a piece of the truth in the Bible. They told Jesus, we want you to say that you us. Say you don't say you king of the Jews. Say you king of this. Mind you, we black folks, black skin, motherfucker. That just make it more specific for you bitches that act. For you niggas in the back, let me say it again. Black skin. They said, don't say you they king. Say you our king. These Greek mythical motherfuckers. Mind you, Roman Catholicism runs the fucking. All this shit come from Rome. So all Rome was the big world power. You bitches gotta learn history, dog. They ain't gonna never teach history the same because there's too much motherfuckers learned the truth back in my days and before my days that they gonna whitewash that shit so fuck much and remix shit so much you niggas ain't gonna never be able to have discernment. But if you ever learned about anything, you ever heard about Alexander the Great, you ever heard about Napoleon and all these motherfuckers that ran shit, it was motherfucking world conquerors before Britain. Britain was the last world conqueror. You could say America is the last world conqueror, but America is a proxy. But the last pure world conqueror was Britain. But that's the last. There's motherfuckers before that. How the fuck you think you derived the English? English ain't no old language. They got a dead scroll and dead languages that died centuries ago. So it's motherfuckers been we didn't English ain't none of our original dialect. So this shit is relatively new. So what I'm letting you motherfuckers know is the motherfuckers who walked this earth during Jesus' time, ain't nobody speak English on earth. I think that's how churches need to really, like, we need some smart pastors. And when you ever heard a pastor tell you in church that motherfuckers didn't even speak English back then? You ain't never heard a pastor drop that kind of game on you. Ever in your fuck life. Nah, you hear motherfuckers say Jay wasn't even a part of the vocabulary, so how could his name be Jesus if Jay wasn't part of the vocabulary? I never entertained that because I'm just rocking with Jesus. But it's the truth. So all in all, you gotta love the shadow band. It's a beautiful thing. Fucking English wasn't even part of the vernacular, the fucking regular spoken word. So it tripped me out, dog. Oh, let me get back to these niggas, dog. I don't know. I got so much shit to speak on in a little bit of time. Cause I don't want to really divulge my night to this shit. I'm really gonna get off of all this shit. I promise you. So let me go further. I don't want to spill too much beans and educate motherfucker. I'm learning that education was a tool, and that's some shit you're supposed to either die with, keep your grades spread to your family, and motherfuckers that got the ear for it personally, but not in a public consumption way. I get it. With that said, though, you niggas, and specifically you niggas, if I could do anything over, if I could have a do-over, I wouldn't have fought. Nah, I'm lying. I would like to think in my head that I wouldn't have fought so hard for black people and put a target on my back on social media and in the real streets where I really got out there and protested. I ain't just do this shit on social media and make myself a... Because you can't become a social media star when the Jewish crackers own all this shit. And when I say Jewish crackers, it's disrespectful calling them Jews because they not Jews. The Jewish imposters, motherfucking who under that umbrella thinking they Jew, bitch, them bitches going, if there is a real hell, them bitches going to hell with gasoline draws. And they gonna be right next to the nigga preachers who knew God wrath, who knew they was God child, and they motherfuckers still disobeyed his direction and they manipulated the system to make it make money for them and made his synagogue a house of profit. Them motherfuckers gonna be right next to that black pastor, burning they puss ass up like Tales from the Hood when them niggas went to shaking and rocking and rolling. Funky bitches. Bitch going straight to hell. First class ticket, bitch. You ain't flying, coach. And another thing I want to say about coach, a dumb assessment is I used to think first class was upstairs, downstairs. My stupid ass. Maybe they do got airplanes like that. Maybe I ain't flew enough. But I used to think first class was upstairs. I used to think a plane had two decks. And maybe it do. Maybe that's where they put the cargo at. But I used to think that the coach rode on the bottom and first class rode on the top. I didn't know it was just a seating formation. Bitch, you just get off the plane first and you get to load on board the plane first. And I said, bitch, what direction do you think a plane crashed? You think it crashed from the tail end or the front end? You just asking to be the first to die, bitch. And I say that figuratively to simply say, motherfucker, you bitches acting like y'all got superiority over us in this world. And you do. But in the next life, if there really is one, if you like one thing I appreciate about Trump, and I just watched a white man talk about it, I do believe profound because the white man put me on game. I don't believe it's ever been an American president. Let me think about other than Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, I definitely do believed in God. He was the most religious president of all time. But outside of Jimmy Carter, bitch, Trump does believe in God. That's why he acknowledged, I'm not going to heaven. I'm probably going to hell. He accept his faith. Not only do he accept his faith, he gonna make the most of his life on earth. Cause he like, bitch, after this, bitch, it's all go downhill from here. That's a respectable, that's commendable, respectable, honorable, 10 times over. It is. It's all that shit. This is a motherfucker who accept what life is bringing him and gonna give him. You did. This is a motherfucker that accept there's a Christ, there's a God. And if there's a Christ, there's an Antichrist, there's a this and that. And these crackers, he done made business deal with the Antichrist. This bitch Benjamin Netanyahu, he's not no fucking big man where he just was whooping bitches at. He not no big burly guy. He's a big bobblehead son of a bitch that snaked his way in his position. Now, you want to think about life and I guess the advantages and disadvantages. Because I used to be under the theory that God and the devil is the same person. I used to say, if God is so powerful, why the fuck do he let the devil do so much shit? And then motherfuckers will combat that and rebuttal me with, we got freedom of choice. I said, oh yeah, that's how you test a bitch loyalty, like you test a bitch loyalty. If I lock you in the house and I never let you go, I can't know that you gonna keep it real with me. I let you go out there in the real world and let niggas spit all kind of game at you. Bitch, I can know this shit sincere. So, with that said, this shit wasn't, they were niggas get sniper behavior from, because now they want to how the helicopters fly over a nigga. Like, anyway, whatever. Bottom line there, this is where this shit sincere at. So, I don't think I'm finished with this shit. I don't really want to go no deeper in this bitch. I'm finna cook me a nice meal for myself. I said enough. I got more to say, but that's the whole point. I guess what I'm doing, I'm gonna make another post, but what I'm doing is I'm getting it out of my system. And it's hard to get out of my system for real. But I'm absolving myself, putting this shit out there in the public forum and letting it bitch just be out there. That's what I'm doing. So I can focus on and lock in. I thank God for I thank my Father and my God for allowing me to be born in this country. You know what I'm saying? I thank my Father, my God, no, and my daddy a fuck nigga. I never hold off on saying that. I never pause from saying that shit. But I still thank God for the father that he gave me, the real human form father that he gave me. And I definitely thank him for the mother that he gave me. I think I can't even fathom the words to thank him for the child that he gave me. So I appreciate everything I've been afforded in life. Thank him for everything I've been given in life. And I thank him for the ability to work for all the things I've achieved myself physically and had to go get rather than be handed to me in life. I think I can never repay him. There's no way. It's like a loan. It's like an impossible loan to pay off. For everything he's ever given me, I owe him times 10. That's just the circumstances and the stipulations of all his blessings. I owe him 10 times over for each blessing. And he's gave me 1,000,000. I could never repay him. I'm so thankful. And it comes from my heart. And it's so crazy. Because I miss nights on praying. And I be feeling guilty about the shit sometimes. I be like, damn, I forgot to pray. But one thing about it, And like I said, I agree with certain parts, a lot of parts of the Bible, but certain parts I just take that shit with a grain of salt. I'm like, nah, bitch, remix that. I don't believe when they say don't go in the closet and pray in quiet. I could get the gist of it saying that don't be out here talking about God, 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 because I hate when bitches talk about God, 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 and then you can see like it's nothing about them godly. But when a person look at me, a bitch, any bitch ever say crazy shit about Christopher Deshaun Griffin, bitch out of their motherfucking mind. Because my shit, not only on paper, when I say on paper, all on receipts from donating, bitch, I've been donating since a kid. Nigga, since I turned 18, I've been donating. And they give you little tax write-off receipts and shit. You feel? I don't know how I work in Georgia, because I just donate my shit to the direct public. I give my shit directly to the homeless motherfucker. I put that bitch in these little drop boxes they got and shit like that. I don't take it to no actual shelter. But outside of that, nigga, I got real receipts. But I got my godly receipts that God seen me. But beyond that, bitch, I got real deal fucking receipts. I hold on to shit. Not for the show off, no, bitch. I ain't never jumped on the bitch and show receipts of all the donation. I'm just simply saying I like receipts. So a motherfucker can't never say, oh boy, he ain't never stand on no. Like a lot of niggas jumping on that God shit now because it's the popular thing to do, or it's a fad, or it's a trend. And these bitches ain't never read the Bible through and through. These bitches will never get on their live screen and go to read in the Bible because they feel like it make them a chump or soft. Bitch, I really stand on this shit, dog. I'm just be honest with you, dog. I seen Steven Jackson smoking a joint, and I said, far be it from me to cast a stone when I'm drinking and I bring up God. But I said, I don't want to hear Steven Jackson talk about no God, me personally, because you never seen this nigga praying on the sidelines. Like, nigga, what? It's like being in the army claiming valor when you ain't never been on the army front line. Nah, it's like false valor, dog. You stealing valor, dog. You stealing from the Christians that really went to church for years and years. Nigga, I went to church for years and years and years and years, putting in, standing in the front row. Any friends I know, church, friends, and family day, bitch, I'm trying to get you to come. If you didn't come to my church on Friends and Family Day, bitch, I don't want to be your friend. Nigga, I was dedicated to this shit for many years until I fell back and God gave me that discernment. You've done enough. Now just go ahead and rock out. Help yourself. And I had to do that. So I simply say that to say, bro, with the Steven Jackson shit, bitch, if you gonna jump on board, Jack, stand on that shit fully, dog. When you went to the Chirac and shit, you had the opportunity to preach to them niggas. Fuck just jumping in and entertaining on some dumb, foolery shit. You a grown nigga old enough to be their daddy. Older than they daddy. That's when you supposed to drop your rich nigga influence on them little niggas and say, hey man, listen, y'all niggas know some of the best ball players from Chicago? Derrick Rose, Lynn Bias, etc., etc., etc. All these niggas come from Chicago. You niggas know how to hoop. You niggas giving a godly gift. Okay, nigga, you ain't supposed to hoop. Nigga, you know how many politicians, you know how many great people came out the city that didn't have to thug it out? Nigga, I would almost even say, and I know and Steven from, mind you, shout out to Steven Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He stood in the paint for George Floyd, this, that, and the third, but I don't want to get all controversial and talk about that shit. Because I use George Floyd as this one example. I use him as the example as Mike Brown. That Mike Brown, George Floyd definitely affected me. But before George Floyd, Eric Garner, nigga, I watched Eric Garner get choked out for selling cigarettes. And he if you really want to put it, it's death and death is bad. But if you wanted to make a comparison, say which was worse, Eric Garner was way worse. He was hustling. He ain't get accused of stealing nothing. He was hustling. And the cracker said, no, fuck, nigga. With them high-ass New York cigarettes, bitch, New York is notorious for their cigarette prices. Bitch, you could damn near sell a regular cigarette like you selling a nickel bag. So motherfucking, he just out here doing this thing, and the cracker say, no, bitch, we can't tax you on this shit, fam. Bitch, and so it's like, bitch, it was just horrible, bro. Both of them very horrible, though. Matter of fact, you can even, and I can get it, I can get the George Floyd side where motherfuckers say, what made George Floyd death worse, this cracker whistled while he twerked. That cracker was sitting on his neck, just whistling in broad day. Matter of fact, fuck it, George Floyd worse. So I detract everything I just said. It's only worse for that reason, though. Cause like he had like this, like, and I hate when crackers bring that up, criminal history, this and that. But he didn't seem like a nigga that was actually doing anything productive in life either. But that don't got nothing to do with the fact that he deserved to live. But the way he died was way worse. This cracker got his hands in his pocket whistling, whistling, whistling. Bitches ain't even did that in the 50s. This bitch got her hand in the pocket confident. Only motherfucker death I can say worse than that is the nigga in Texas who was eating his ice cream in his goddamn house. Just had a long ass day working his ass off in the house on the couch eating ice cream. Here come this white bitch breaking his shit, and I don't even know why he left his door open, cause he had to leave his door open. If her key didn't fit, I mean, I don't know how her key would fit his shit unless they ain't telling us something. But she shot the man dead in his own apartment, talking about she thought it was her shit. That's the worst of all the shit to me, cause like goddamn, that nigga was made it home. He in the crib chilling. Here come this drunk ass bitch talking about she thought it was hers. Anyway, dog, I wanted to go further with this shit, but I gotta do some good cooking tonight, and I'll jump on later. But I just want to say, you niggas, you black folks, but I'm calling you niggas. All you future leaders who gonna run shit, dog, y'all gotta understand, dog. Us black people, we not, and I learned this word from watching all this social media, monolithic. We're not a monolithic motherfucker. And there's no one size fit all. We different as fuck. Like, I'm a person, I speak very ghetto, I guess, in my speech, on my delivery, like a Jasmine Crockett. But, bitch, I am very educated. I know what points I want to convey. So, fucking, a bitch will be looking, they talk ghetto, but bitch can't deny my grammar usage. And I'm not misappropriating no words. I'm still going to speak very highly. Look at this fucking goddamn spider done carved well, probably off of my shoulder, bitch. Hold up. Fuck, nigga, I dare you carve a web off my shoulder. These bitches work fast. Anyway, dog, I'm hot. Shout out to YouTube and they shadow ban. You crackers can suck my dick. Matter of fact, no, you can't. I'm tired of inviting bitches to my dick. You crackers can eat my shit, drink my piss. I need motherfuckers, if anybody ever get to run across this chat, let's stop asking the bitch to suck our dick and let's tell the bitch to eat our shit and drink our piss. That's what a bitch could do. Telling the bitch to suck your dick, bitch, they would do it. But how many motherfuckers is willing to eat your shit? How many motherfuckers is willing to drink your piss and eat your shit at the same time? Bitch, you cracker can not only eat my shit, you can pick the peanuts out my shit and put that in the side. And then drink the juice from the peanut and eat the whatever remaining peanut after that bitch done drain. That how much like you bitches offend me. And my distaste for you motherfuckers. Cause you funky bitches, you bitches, like one thing about it is, dog, if you can't stand in direct debate with a bitch and you gotta use all kind of tactics to try to suppress a voice, then that means your argument is benign. You feel me? Your argument is a non-factor, bitch. You ain't got shit popping other than your control of the media. Funky bitch. Now take that with you to the bank, pink dick cracker. And I'm talking to these Jewish crackers who own shit. You Anglo-Saxons that who want to try to implement yourself or insert yourself into the argument. No, motherfucker. You're a non-factor. That's why I've been listening to the Jimmy Dore show. I think I just subscribed to Jimmy Dore. I done found this Charlie Kirk shit indirectly was probably one of the best things that could ever fucking happen. Because it done brought so many niggas like myself into direct contact and finding of these great American leaders. And I'm just happy to keep meeting these great American leaders. That's why I cover up certain parts of my watch history and I leave certain parts for the public to go through thinking that I don't be knowing or cognizant of what the fuck I watch, knowing that it's accessible. No, bitch, I need you. Only bitch that can fully assess everything I watch is the bitches that moderate the shit. That's why they shadow ban me. But I'm talking about motherfuckers, the general public, who think I'm not aware, bitch, hell yeah, motherfucker. I want you bitches to go through my watch history and see what the fuck I'm watching. Because you can learn some shit from it that I probably didn't take from it. Or you might miss what I took from it, but it still gave you access. And that's all we ask. So shout out to all the great real Americans out here fighting a good fight. Tucker, stand on your shit, Tucker. You talked about Israel worse than any other motherfucker that's been in the midst that been talked. You talked about them worse than Kanye. Stand on your shit, Tucker. Don't get scared now. I need you to be the Anglo-Saxon, slick mouth, patronizing, sarcastic cracker that I used to hate. I need you to be him for the good cause, because you used to use that same mannerism against blacks. And then you found the higher purpose and you said, no, bitch, I got to use it against Israel, because that's who's running my country and running my people. And that's when I had a man crush on you. I said, look at this faggot-ass cracker Tucker doing God's work. Now all of a sudden you want to jump off ship again. No, bitch, I need you to stand on this position. You stuck here. Once you came to this side of understanding of woke white, I call it woke white. I don't think you heard me. I call it woke white. What do you call it? Conservative with an alarm clock? Woke white. Wait till I get good with this AI. I'm just learning this shit. Bottom line is, I need you to stand on business, bitch. Don't run from God's calling. Stand on this shit. All you other crackers that talk shit about Israel, stand on it. Don't flip the script now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need Trump to stand on it. And his final bow, and you know the final act, and I end it like this. In Trump's final act, he been giving, like, Trump been reminding me of Martin Luther King lately, when Martin Luther King just said, you know, you crackers been using me, and using me. Bitch, I'm standing on business. Shortly after he got assassinated, Trump done got so comfortable because he know, bitch, I'm deep in bed with you bitches. Bitch, I done sunk in the bed with you motherfuckers. You know when a bitch fucking on that good fucking and you break the box spring and now that bitch just dropped in and all that shit. Bitch, they deep in bed. That's why he say I'm going to hell. But I need Trump. I can see part of him, or maybe somebody done got to him, or maybe himself, his regular conscience is like, damn, these motherfuckers made me shit on my country. If he believe America is his country, because he's only like a first generation American. But if he do believe in this shit, like us 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, up to 20 generation Americans believe, I need him to stand on that shit, bitch. When you critique, when you say the war is over, don't come back and say, oh, bitch, well, Hamas, that's what our news stations is for. That's what the Jewish-owned news station is for, to say, will Hamas break the deal like Hamas ever broke any deal, when they don't even get to write the fucking terms of the deal? Because you bitches, who the fuck is Hamas, is what I keep asking, and you bitches never have an answer. So with that said, I need for motherfucking Trump to stand on business. And if these crackers take you out, we gonna hold you down. Bitch, a nigga like me gonna hold you down. Anybody I know gonna hold you down. I ain't gonna never let your name be forgotten in the record books. That's why I hold Tupac down, bitch. All the great shit he said and did. That's why I hold Malcolm X down. Bitch, I never let a bitch forget Malcolm X. I never let a bitch forget Nat Turner. I never let a bitch forget Huey P. Newton. These is motherfuckers I hold near and dear to my fucking heart. And you could be held near and dear to everybody's heart. At some point, your legacy gotta count for something. Fuck your bank account. Your legacy gotta count for something. If your legacy don't mean shit, then you don't mean shit, and your kids don't mean shit, because everybody gonna say that nigga daddy wasn't shit. That part, I'm out.